Hey guys, just following up on my previous video about creating an RPG adventure card game featuring my RKB Comics superheroes. If you haven't seen that video yet, you can check it out now and then come back to this one, or you can just stay with me now and catch up. To recap, I just talked about why I wanted to create this game and how I came up with certain creative concepts. I want to talk a little more about the basic design of the card I came up with. Okay, so basically each card will display a picture of the hero, villain, place, or object that the card represents. Each card will display certain attributes that will identify what kind of card it is, like certain symbols, titles, and description boxes. I want the card to look visually pleasing, with great illustration and design, to basically make anybody who is in possession of the card or who's playing this card want to have it. You know, they want this card to be in their card deck. Now, I just created a few cards with these attributes just to get a feel for what I wanted. Didn't even know the gameplay or anything like that, but as I was creating the card, I started to see in my mind a picture of a family with a hero card in each of their hands, and they're playing together as a team to defeat a bigger threat or obstacle. It was then I realized I didn't want a card game where players played against each other, but they played as a team. I figured any kind of competitive play would come from the attributes each hero would have and how much power they could contain. I also realized that players would need more than just hero cards to deal with, because throughout the game, each player would only represent one hero, so companion cards would need to be developed. In any case, each card would have to be valued by similar attributes, so players wouldn't get confused by all of the different card types. So I thought about the role-playing games that I've played and came up with 5 main attributes of a card: attack, defense, strength, heart, and wisdom. Each card would at least contain some version of these attributes, or what I start calling skills. Now, hit points are what RPGs always define as being your character's health in a game, so I had to have that too. I thought about what symbols to represent each skill, so for now I came up with an explosion or action symbol for attack, a shield for defense, a fist for strength, a heart for, heart, and an open book for wisdom. I didn't want too many skills or symbols to take up the card because I didn't want this to get too complicated. I could already tell that with what I already devised, things could get out of control if I didn't pull back on some ideas. For example, I can add agility, intelligence, charisma, speed, and fighting as skills, but I saw each of these things could be combined into the ones I've already picked. It's funny, when I start to think about all of the rules this game could have, I always told myself, okay, would you want to remember all of this yourself if you didn't create this game, or would you want to pick this game up after a couple of tries at it and know what you're doing without having to go to a rule book over and over again? What I have to work with, at least right now, is okay by me. Next, I'll tackle the different kinds of cards I'll create and the gameplay of it all. I guess that's a good point to stop this video and start the next one. So until then, stay safe and God bless.